Hey guys, can you see me? Sorry, we were having some technical difficulties, so bear with me 1 second. Okay, Kayla says I'm live. All right. So sorry about the delay. We just had some technical difficulties. So shout out to my big sister, Dana. She put a lot of hard work into the production, but unfortunately, technology was not on our side today. So we are just going to wing it. So thank you, everybody, for joining the Cow and Wine launch party. I'm super excited about this. And I know about a month or so ago, we announced on Facebook. Actually, first, we announced through our mailing list that our website would be coming soon. So it launches today. The website is actually live right now. So after this, you guys can feel free to hop on to cowandwine.com and see the information that we have out there. So I do have to say, I'm overwhelmed with the amount of support that you guys have been giving so far. When we announced the website where you could go on and put in your email address and subscribe, we got about, I think, 100 email signups within the first 3 or 4 days, which is amazing. And on Facebook right now, we have over 200 likes, 200 followers on the page, which is awesome. So it's very exciting. And I just want to thank you guys for all the encouragement. I know for a long time I've been feeding a lot of people. I've been posting a lot of things on my personal Facebook page, and people keep saying, "Oh, you need to start a blog," or "When are you going to write a cookbook?" And I do have to say that with COVID and all the craziness and being cooped up at home for months, it really has done wonders for the creative juices. And I know a lot of my friends out there are starting new businesses and new endeavors. So if we can find a positive side to all of this COVID madness, I think there are a lot of good things coming out from this personally. So again, I just want to thank you guys for all of your support. And I definitely encourage you that if there's anything you want to see on the blog, anything you want to learn about, please let me know. I'm always happy to share information. I'm always happy to share my dishes. And once social distancing comes to an end, I look forward to actually hosting a live party where I can feed all of you guys that are local, and we'll have a lot of fun. So, sorry, I just have a couple notes here that I'm going to refer to. So, just wanted to tell you a little bit about the blog and what we're going to be doing. So, hopefully, this isn't like your traditional food blog. I don't want to just start posting a bunch of things that only I care about and sort of feeding my own ego. I really want this to be what is important to all of you guys. And I think really the inspiration for all of this is just food and, of course, wine, and different kinds of drinks, not just wine. I mean, I love my wine, but I also love a good cocktail too. But they're really the things that bring people together. And I see a lot of familiar faces that are tuned in live. So thank you for that. But to a lot of people, that I grew up surrounded by a family where we are passionate about food. I know a lot of folks that are on here have eaten in Grandma Evans's kitchen probably long before I was born. A lot of you guys have eaten my dad's cooking, whether that be back in the day in Madison or Morristown or Dover, to even, some of my friends. You guys have eaten my dad's food at my baby showers. You've eaten my dad's food at the pig roast. My dad is the original pig roast chef, he and my uncle Duty. So that very first pig roast that we held years ago. This blog is really meant to be all about food, the connection that it brings, the love that's involved in food, and really what inspires us in those dishes that we love to create and share. So a lot of the recipes that you'll see that I'm sharing on the blog are things that I've eaten in other people's kitchens. So for instance, today, of course, I made a huge spread of food. I only have a few people here with me, but my girl Kayla is here. You want to say hi, Kayla? Uh, oh, where is she? There's Kayla. Hi, Kayla. So Kayla and Matt are here with their kids. She is one of my best local friends, and I have fed her and her family a lot. She feeds me too. We're going to their house tomorrow. So it's just really exciting to share all of these dishes. So today I actually made a cheesecake. So for those of you guys who grew up coming to my house when I was little, or going to any family events in Madison or Morristown, you know, my mom and dad made some amazing cheesecake. So I made a cheesecake today as an homage to them. I made some yummy pepperoni bread, which my friend Kristen Klaus, we all call her Klaus. Pepperoni bread is one of the famous appetizers that she always brings. I made some empanadas. So shout out to all of my friends from Dover. I saw Mrs. Hervelis on here, who was my high school Spanish teacher. I saw Sally on here. Sally's mom actually made empanadas for us when we went down the shore after senior prom. So I just tried to create a lot of dishes that really meant something to me. I made some spanakopita, which is a Greek spinach pie. My mom used to make that all the time, as well as some rumaki, which is one of my mom's favorite dishes, favorite appetizers. So as you can see, I sort of draw on all different types of cuisine. You know, we've got some Greek cuisine in there. We've got some Latin. Rumaki is a Japanese dish. I made a big fat lasagna with homemade sauce. So I just love all different kinds of foods, and I hope to share that with you. I hope to share some of the foods with you that I discovered on my travels throughout my job, throughout Europe and Asia. So it's really just about food and the stories that are behind them. Say hi, Nora. There's Nora. That's Kayla's little girl. Um, so I definitely want to share a lot of those stories and inspirations with you, and that's what you'll find on the blog. Anytime I share a recipe with you, I'll kind of give you the inspiration and where it came from. I encourage you to try those recipes. And one of the things that I learned from my dad is a recipe is just a guide. I usually make things by recipe the first time, and then I add my own tweaks to it. That only works in cooking, baking, not so much, which is why I'm a better cook than I am a baker. Um, so definitely check out the blog. And if you try some dishes, let me know what you try. Let me know how they turned out, and definitely, share some pictures and your feedback. So we talked about what cow and wine is, sort of what inspired me, and we'll go into much more detail about that on the blog. In fact, the first blog post, the two recipes that are featured in there are the spanakopita, which is the Greek spinach pie, and rumaki. Don't get turned off by it. It's marinated chicken livers that are wrapped in bacon with water chestnuts, but I promise you they're delicious. So definitely try those recipes out. Okay, so for those of you guys that know me and have been following us on Facebook, you know that I love to give stuff away. So we have had a couple of random prize giveaways just based on some questions that I've been asking on the Facebook page. So one of the very first giveaways that we had, I'll show that here. It's this lovely wine glass that says Heifer, please. So if you know me and my cousins, there are 8 girl cousins on my mom's side, and we all refer to each other as Heifer. So I thought that was pretty funny, and it goes perfectly with the cow and wine motif. So I know we shared a couple of these glasses with some lucky winners, and I do have more to give away. Kitchen tools are super important, and there's a page on the website that talks about some of my favorite kitchen tools. But shout out to my friend Mike Ciero, who, when I was talking about kitchen tools, he was saying that the wooden spoon shouldn't be overrated or overlooked, and that was one of his favorite kitchen tools, which is absolutely true. So we have some nice wooden spoons with the cow and wine logo on there. So I was super excited. It's an awesome thing when you've been working on something in the background and then you actually get materials with your logo and your name printed on it. So definitely exciting and pretty cool. One of the other things that we'll be giving away, just based on some of the random folks who have joined today, these are some delicious spice rubs and seasonings to go along with the cow portion, right? So you've got some Carolina pork rub, some cowboy steak rub, and some honey herb rub. And these come from one of my favorite local markets, which is called Tucker Silk Mill. You guys have probably heard me talk about Tucker. But they are an Australian cafe that did a 180 due to COVID and became a great local grocer. And they do a lot of really, really great service to the community. You can actually donate food boxes. So if you're not in the area, but you still want to do a good deed, you can go to the Tucker Silk Mill page and you can actually donate food boxes to local folks that are in need. So that is one of the products that they carry, this spice Walla Walla. And a lot of the dishes I created today include some fresh produce that came from them. Um, Here is another giveaway that I'm excited about. So, not only do I love wine, I love tea and coffee. So, here's an example of one of these inspirational mugs that I came across. It says, "Get after it." So, that is a great thing. But what's even more exciting is what's inside the mug. So, I'm always looking for some exciting and wonderful things. So, what we have here are, hopefully, you can see these. These are wine infused teas. So if you have had a rough day, as we all do sometimes, and you just want to kick back and relax, here's a wine or a tea called Just Kick It, which is infused with wine. There's one called So Fresh, So Clean, one that's called Juicy Fruit. And the last one, I'll just let you read that because there's little people in here and I'm not going to say that out loud. But anyway, so we were going to give away a sampler pack that comes with the mug, and then it also comes with these really cool tea infusers. And each of the tea infusers has a little inspirational quote on it. So this one says inspire. So I have a couple of those to give away as well. And then, unfortunately, between Hurricane Laura and COVID, UPS and the mail service is far behind. But we do have some exciting Cow and Wine t-shirts to give away, as well as some personalized wine glasses. So we will be looking to give those away. I think I'll probably give some away randomly just to a couple of folks that are here on the live today. And my girl Kayla is lucky to go home with a heifer please glass. And of course, I'm going to feed her some food and some wine and some champagne before she leaves here. So, speaking of prizes, we did want to give away a few prizes just for folks who showed their support super early on. So, I think my girl Christina is on. I think I saw her. But Christina was the first person to subscribe to our mailing list. So, Christina, you will be getting a little package from me in the mail. Hopefully, you're home from the shore. If not, you'll have to send me your address down the shore and I will get that over to you. My other good friend, Steph Bear, I have a gift for her. She was the first person to share my mailing list on her Facebook page. So thank you, Steph. My niece Kaylee told me not to forget her glass. She went to Heifer Please glass. She's 6, by the way. But I told her I'll get her a little heifer glass. Um, Shout out to Tim Couch, who is my sister's partner. He was the very first person to share the Cow and Wine Facebook page. So, Dana, tell Bill, I call him Bill for brother in law, but tell Bill I will be sending him a package in the mail. And last but not least, Lori Sisto, a name from way back in Dover. She was the 100th person to like Cow and Wine. So, Lori, if you send me an inbox message with your address, I will make sure to get that over to you. So there will be more giveaways to come. Also, keep your eye out on the events page. Depending on what happens with COVID, we will definitely be looking to host some fun dinners, some wine tastings for those of you guys that are local. One of the things that I've fallen in love with over this whole COVID time is virtual wine tastings. So this will definitely be a way for us to get together on a Zoom call and taste some wines together and chat. I wish I could send you guys some of my favorite wines, but unfortunately, the U.S. Postal Service does not like you sending alcohol. In fact, they wouldn't let me mail out some envelopes in my personal Cow and Wine branded envelopes because it says wine on there. So there's a fun fact for you. You can't mail anything that says wine on it through the U.S. Postal Service. So with that, I think again, I just invite you guys to check out the Facebook page, which a lot of you already have. I encourage you to like and share the Facebook page. I also encourage you guys to check out the website. Definitely let me know what you think. Definitely try out some of the recipes, and I'll be sharing some other amazing recipes that I have come across from my friends, and just some things that I've been able to try. So I hope you guys all have something lovely to drink. We are about to pop a bottle of champagne to celebrate launch. So bear with me 1 second. Hopefully, this here, can you hold that for me for 1 second? Thank you. And hopefully, I don't put my eye out. You're good. You're good. Hopefully, we don't put our eye out. And we are going to pop a bottle to celebrate the fact that launch is finally here, and to celebrate good and fun things to come. So, oh, it would help if I took the cage off. Important step there. One of these days, I'm going to learn how to saber a wine bottle. They did not teach that in the wine specialist class that I took, so I might have to find out how to do that elsewhere. All right, so yeah. With that, yay! Okay, so let's have some bubbly to celebrate, and hopefully I don't get champagne all over my kid's computer because he would never forgive me. All right. Oh, okay, I'll swap you. One for you, one for me. Sorry, you don't get any champagne.
She ain't old enough. She not old enough.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yay.
Congratulations.
Thank you guys so much. And we look forward to seeing you on the website. We look forward to seeing you on Facebook. Stop in and say hi. And let me know what you think about the blog, okay? Say bye, Nora. Bye. Thanks, everybody.